Alright guys, it has been a very long time since I've made a video, and that's because I haven't really had anything to do to my car. So in this video, what I'm going to be doing is going like over a review of my exhaust after having it on for about 2 months now. I looked today and the video was published on February 11th and today is April 4th. So it's been almost 2 months, and basically I'm just gonna kind of go over what I like, what I don't like, and just things that I've experienced after having my Skunk2 exhaust on for about 2 months. The first thing that I have to say about this exhaust was there was kind of a little bit of a problem after installing it, and it happened like almost like maybe a couple days after I installed it. And that is when you look underneath on the car, there's these two little metal prongs that the rubber exhaust holder goes into. At the very end of those prongs, it kind of like, it comes into contact with the chassis and kind of makes this chattering noise. So what I had to do is I had to take these cutters, like metal tin cutters, and I had to cut the slots and bend them backward, as you saw from those clips I overlaid. Because basically what I was doing, every time I let out the clutch or I was giving the exhaust a little bit of gas, it started rattling a little bit and touching the chassis enough to like, the most sound I could like say it's similar to is like it feels like my trunk was like opened a little bit and it was like rattling up and down. It was super weird and that was a problem. So if you do get this exhaust, just know you may have to kind of fabricate the exhaust mounts a little bit, just like I had to do. But now nothing moves and everything's silent and it is perfect. The next thing that I have to say about it is I came from a straight pipe, and if you go back and watch my other videos, you can see like how my straight pipe sounded. Like the instant that I started the exhaust after having a straight pipe it was instantly to my ears so much like more dramatically quiet. Like in my head, like it felt like it was back to stock, which is crazy because like people like my brother and my mom, like they thought that it sounded like loud still, but it's just weird to me. Anyway, this exhaust does sound really, really good. Like comparing it to the majority of Hondas, I feel like when people think of a Honda, they think of fart cans and like really loud, annoying Hondas. But I think the good thing about this engine is somehow this Honda engine sounds good, and I would not even say it sounds like Honda until you really get on it and you go up high into the RPMs. Then it's obviously gonna sound like you're racing a lawnmower. But what I like about this car is it's super deep and low in like the deep tones. Like when you're like between 1 and 3,000 RPMs, it's just like really deep, and it's not sounding like you're trying to be really loud and obnoxious. But when you step on it and you want to be loud, this still can be loud. And I really much love that about this exhaust. The next positive to this exhaust is that the drone is not bad, finally. I came from a straight pipe, as I have said, and when you're on the highway and on the freeway and you're going anywhere between like 50 plus miles an hour, it just sounds like you're always giving it gas, and it's just super obnoxious and it kind of hurts. Like even when I have my music not on full blast, but like the full volume that I set it to so it's not like blaringly loud, like I can still hear my exhaust behind my music and it gets super annoying. But with the Skunk2, I hear absolutely no drone. It may be a little bit, but it's not like anything noticeable compared to a straight pipe. If you're coming from a stock exhaust, maybe there's a little chance you'll hear a drone, but that's granted with almost every single exhaust. And coming back to the exhaust, the last thing that I want to talk about it that I know has changed and like something that is up with this exhaust is the very first day, and I'd say probably the first couple weeks you have your exhaust, it does not even smell like an exhaust. This is gonna sound really weird, but my mom has a panini press, and when she makes grilled cheeses, I feel like that's what the exhaust sounds like. And I know like that's gonna make absolutely no sense to you, but that's just what I feel like it. Since it's new, I feel like maybe there's like new metal or something, and when the gases come out, it makes this really weird smell. Like, I don't know if you've heard this from anyone, but when you have a new exhaust, it does not smell like gas. And like when you start your car and you like smell behind it, it does not smell like gas. It's really weird, but that's just something to keep in mind. If you don't want to have a weird smelling exhaust, then maybe don't get one. But I thought I'd add that to the list because after 2 months, I no longer smell that smell. And now my exhaust, I'd say, is completely perfect, and I have zero problems with this exhaust. If you want to get this exact exhaust, which again is a Skunk2, but is the 60mm, it is made for the FG1. I don't have an SI, I have an FG1, so that is why it's the 60mm piping, and it's all made different rather than the 70mm piping, which is made for the SI, or the FG2 that has the K20 motor. I have the R18A1. So that's going to wrap up this short little video. I just wanted to make a little video, kind of to come back and say I'm still on this channel, I still make videos, and I wanted to say like some problems, some things that have changed, and basically just an overall review of how I feel about the exhaust after 2 months of having it. So I hope you guys did enjoy this video. Be sure to subscribe if you want any more FG1 Civic videos, because I feel like that's somewhat unique on YouTube. I don't see a lot of FG1 channels that make actually quality content. So that's my goal for you guys, to make quality content about Honda Civic FG1s, because I feel like not enough people like them or care about them. So that's going to wrap this video. I hope you guys did enjoy. Again, if you're new, please subscribe and smash a like if you did like this video. I will see you in the next one. Peace out.